What's up, guys? My name is Clayton Lindley. Sorry for my busted bearing, so that's why my scoot sounds so bad. I did a thing on Instagram asking people what they would want to see for a how-to video, and there was 4. It was Flair, truck driver, inward, and 360 briwhip. So I'm just gonna do all those how-tos and do them as fast as possible. So that's my goal. So first one's Flair. How to Flair. First off, you need to know how to backflip. That's probably the main thing, which is kind of obvious. Best thing to learn them on is kind of like a 5 to 6 foot quarter. Around, like this is around a 5 foot-ish type. So try to have it where it kind of has like a thicker coping to where it sticks out more, so it gives you more of a pop when you throw it. But so basically on a Flair, when you're coming up, right when you get to the top, you want to lean back and throw your left shoulder if you ride goofy, and if you ride regular, throw your right shoulder. But I'm going to be showing you goofy way, so I'm going to throw in real quick. Okay, as you can see, when you hit it on a thicker coping, it's going to shoot you out further, so it gives you more air time. So you're not landing in tranny the first time that you throw it, so it's not as sketchy. But I recently learned them like a couple months ago. I have a video up on YouTube about it. And so basically what my friend told me, and it kind of helped me out a little bit, it's a sideways flip. I never really thought of it that way. I always thought of it as like a weird 540 cork thing. Think of it like basically what you want to do is throw it like you're doing a backflip, but throw your head off to the side, and that would be your best way to really be able to throw it. How to throw Flair? I would consider using a mattress first couple times and throwing it like from quarter to like a bank, just so that way it's not scary, I guess. So that's how to do Flair. Next trick is how to truck driver. Basically what you want to know is how to bar spin and how to 360. That's kind of the main things, because a truck driver is a 360 bar spin, if you don't know that term. I'm going to show you how to fly out, because I think that's kind of easier for people to learn on, just so that way, you know, you don't have to throw it over a box or anything. So when you start throwing the 3, what you want to do is don't throw the bar right when you start doing the 3. You want to make sure that, that's awkward. So what you want to do is make sure that when you start spinning, you want to wait till about like 90 to throw it, so that way your feet won't come off right when you come off the lip. You can wait a little bit longer if you want, if you're not comfortable with it yet, but that's kind of just the main thing that you want to do, is just make sure that right when you get to 90, you start throwing the bar, and then you have enough time to spot your landing. Okay, next trick is how to do an inward. An inward is a forward bri, and what you want to do is kind of just get used to throwing them like right here. Basically, if you know what a grizz or a panda is or whatever, you basically want to do a one-footed panda like that, but take your foot off. So right when you come up to throw it, you take your foot off from it. And once you get to about right here, you turn your left arm in if you ride goofy, and it'd just be opposite if you ride regular. It'd be with your right arm. So that way it keeps the fluid motion. And what you want to do is try to keep it as like continuous as possible. It's like a bri. When you throw a bri, you don't want to come up and do that, because it's hard, and you know, it just kind of makes it easier to throw, and it looks better for like a video or anything like that. Also on an inward, what you want to do is make sure that when you throw it, keep it by your hips. If you throw your arms up here, it's gonna be a lot harder to land, just because you lose your, you lose like the. So when you throw it, you just want to keep it right by your hips, so it comes right around to your feet. Best place to learn is probably on like a slanted area. It's kind of harder to learn, in my opinion, off of like at a fly out, just because it's kind of weird going from like a straight up quarter to flat. So I think it's just easier to do it out of a little slant, so that way it's easier to learn how to pop it and all that. How to 3 briwhip. What you want to know is how to briwhip air. It's probably the best way to convert it. But what you want to do is, I'm going to show you how to do it on fly out, like the truck driver too. So what you want to do is, when you're coming out of the bowl, you want to push your legs out like that, like out towards you. And so that way, right when you start turning, you have less of a chance of hitting the coping with your back wheel. And so it makes it easier just to be able to throw it. And so what you're going to do is throw the bri like that and throw the whip as fast as you can, so that way you have enough time to catch it and adjust where you're going to land. So I will show you one.